Yeah. Ghost, we make him fly like a ghost. If he want talk on the game, the heater gon' turn into toast. If he pull out and we spliffed him, he was just doing a distance. Promise we ain't gon' miss him. His soul gon' fly when we lift him. Bye, good riddance. Why is this harm her feelings? To the top on a mission. I got a shot, take it with precision. You ain't up if you ain't down to get it. Fuck it, Bob, if you ain't vibing with us. No, no, no. Bye, bye, bye. Clock him out, he ain't gon' talk when the Glock is off. You ain't gon' talk when the Glock is off. Headshot, knock him out. Ah, get him, bye, good riddance. Sorry I had to do this. Sorry I'm being a nuisance. I just gotta get it. Hi, I'm Mary Jeans on my Louis V for the belt. 2 G's for the belt. Know the heater gon' make 'em out. Promise the heater gon' make 'em out. OD niggas know me. I just move along with the hand I throw.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Selfie Queen Cindy. Hello. I wanted to go live today, but it's just been that kind of a day. So hopefully, si Dios quiere, I will be live tomorrow, guys, to catch up with you guys. But I wanted to record a video, and I'm not good at editing or all of that. Using StreamYard is like the easiest thing for me. Record it. I've tried other ways to record it with my audio. So I need some help, but I didn't want to bother Bliss because she isn't, she's recovering, and I didn't want to bother Sophie, but I do need to bother them so they can help me. But anyway, there's been a lot going on with Koli, as seen by a subscriber. A lot recently. Steph TXMA did a live showing like in chronological order the latest happenings with Koli. Abadabs also did a video. Jugs documented a couple of shorts. I did a couple of shorts. Wildflower also did a short form video. And I think it's very important because I had no idea. I haven't been keeping up with Koli. We did speak about her having minors in her chat and having minors as mods in her chat. But she seemed unbothered. She was doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on it. She didn't care what anyone had to say. She kept making light of people calling her a groomer. And I think that she doesn't grasp the gravity of it. She tends to think that predatory, or saying her behavior is predatory, or that she is displaying grooming behavior, she seems to connect it with sexual activity, and that is not the case. It just means that there is a difference in the power dynamic, in the intellectual difference. Well, they're supposed to be, right? Intellectually, at 40, you should have maturity. And as an adolescent, a minor, even 17, even 18, your brain isn't fully developed. You are still very, very immature. So there is a power imbalance there. Grooming just means that, again, you're in your 40s. This is a very impressionable young person. They can be manipulated with kindness, with love bombing, with attention and affection, and right, making them feel like they're the most important person in the world. And you throw them a wrench, and now they have a position on your channel. And we know that young adults, kids especially, they want to feel needed. They want to feel important. Which can be very dangerous. So we've been talking about that. Koli's been going live, calling us all kinds of names. We're haters. We're jealous. We're upset that young people are attracted. She used the word attracted, okay? Attracted to her and her channel, and we're just old hags that are jealous. and envious of that? No. Under no circumstance would I ever be jealous that children don't find me cool. I would hope they wouldn't find me cool. Okay, I would hope for that. I don't want to be fun and cool to a bunch of children. Okay, because I have nothing. Well, I'm not supposed to have anything in common with them. Yeah. So that is crazy. So anyway, she, I guess yesterday or this morning, I don't know, I was told about it this morning, that she did a community post where she put up a picture and said she's very sorry. She will no longer have minors in her chat and all this. But then I happened to decide to go to her channel, and the live that she did right before that didn't seem very sorry. So I clipped it. I want to go through the clips, and I'm hoping that she will stick to it. I did see her mod Tim tell her that Camo, somebody named Camo, came into her live and said they were 16. Okay. And the mods were, booting people that were minors. And Koli started to cry about this person, Camo, that she does not know. You will see, I'll show you the clip. She wasn't sure if it was a male or a female. You don't even know their gender, but yet you're crying because you have to ban them. And then you tell them, come back when you're 17 because I really like you. And then she says, I had to ban him. Well, I'm not sure if it's a him or a her. Again, weird. You don't know them. That's my point. Okay. And then your mods and a few people in your chat are, oh, Rose, they're planting people to make you look bad. Again, Coley, you and your mods seem to miss the point on purpose, right? The only way people can plant people and make you look bad is when you take the bait, and you have taken the bait because you had multiple minors as mods. So whether or not people were planting seeds to make you look bad, no one has to make you look bad, because a typical grown adult wouldn't have fallen for the bait, wouldn't have been in a position to even have had that be a thing, right? A minor comes in your chat, they say they're a minor, they're instantly blocked. I don't make a big deal. I don't cry about it. I say, sorry, but you have to go. My mods already know. If my mods see someone coming and saying they're a minor, sometimes I won't even catch it. My mods handle it straight from the door. So the fact that you and your mods, your grown mods, right? The ones that are grown, are justifying that you've been caught up in this minor scandal. It's a play on words, the scandal with minors is people setting you up. Had you not been having conversations with minors, had you not thrown a wrench at anyone that comes into your chat and says, you're pretty, you're so cool, this wouldn't have happened, right? If you had safeguarded your community that you say you love so much, this wouldn't have happened. Had you been, again, a typical adult that safeguards minors, children, this wouldn't have happened. People wouldn't have been able to do this to you. So, again, you and your mods are missing the point on purpose. So, let me play these few clips and give my commentary in between. I wanted to upload this really quickly. So, let me, got to do it old school, share my screen and stuff, because I'm not tech savvy. Y'all already know. Okay. So I don't know what order I put them in, but I will just commentate on them. This is from one live. You can see she's getting ready, doing her makeup. So I don't know if I put them in chronological order as she said it. I just clipped it, what I thought was important, and all of that. Okay. So just in case Coley or one of her mods see it and say, oh, it wasn't in that order, I'm not taking her words out of context. Okay. So, because, preemptively.
No, okay, here's the reason. So, how younger than 17? If you're, I mean,
She asks, One of her mods, I think Tim, if I'm not mistaken, Camo, you have to be 18. Yes, Tim says, Camo, you have to be 18 or older to be in here. I don't see Camo because, again, I watched it on the replay. I watched it a little while ago. So he was already banned or blocked from her channel. Tim is saying you have to be 18, okay? Which is still very young, but that is at least legal, right? 18. She says, let me rewind that a little bit so you can hear what Koli says.
How younger than 17?
How younger than 17? Now, that was a faux pas, right? Because he said 18. But you know what a faux pas is, right? Her mind is thinking 17 is okay. You will know this by what she says following this. So she doesn't even care that he's under 18. She wants to know how much younger than 17 when 17 is still a minor. Keep that in mind.
If you're, I mean, 18. If you're 17, yes. But the only reason is why is here's why. There is a select few of crotch goblins. Okay, so I couldn't even speak because every time I talk about them, I throw up a little bit in my mouth.
The feeling is mutual. The feeling is mutual. Okay. I throw up in my mouth every time I hear you and see you crying and acting this way over minors that you don't know at all, acting this way over minors in your chat. So the feeling is mutual. We all throw up in our mouths a little bit too at the thought of this. So
anyway, there are these crotch goblins, okay, that literally think I'm grooming.
So now keep in mind, there was just a 16-year-old in her chat. She's going to proceed to say she hasn't said anything inappropriate, that there's no reason why they shouldn't be allowed, but she is using the word crotch goblin, which is inappropriate in itself. Okay? Gross. So she hasn't said anything inappropriate for minors not to be allowed in her chat while she calls grown women that are just holding her accountable for having minors in her chat crotch goblins.
Minors because minors are on my fucking channel. I cannot help who watches me.
But you can help who you mod. That is a difference, right? None of us can help who watches us. We can help who we interact with, who we respond to on Snapchat or Instagram, because she's going to say that her personal Snapchat and IG is linked in the bio of her channel description, and that Rose reached out to her on Snapchat. The point is, you didn't know this person and you engaged in intimate, your wording, conversations with them. That was all your responsibility, Koli. Somebody silently watching us, of course we can't control that, but we can control who we give wrenches to. Again, she's missing the point on purpose.
And are we talking about anything vulgar? No, we are not.
She just called us grown women that are holding her feet to the fire for having minors in her chat crotch goblins.
So how about you? Shut the fuck up and worry about your.
And she's just cursing right there, right? She's not saying anything vulgar, but Koli curses, and she may not be being as extremely vulgar as she usually is, but her channel is not a child-friendly channel. She uses curse language, which I do too, right? So I'm not being a hypocrite because I curse, but my channel is not a place for kids. And it's clear as day. Okay. I don't come and say my channel is child friendly before I upload or I monetize. It always asks you, is this safe for children? Hell no, every single time. Even if I'm talking about makeup, even if I'm talking about Legos, and I'm recording a video, it asks me, is this okay for children? I put no, because I never want my content to be pushed out to children.
Channel. Thank you very much. Jesus. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking, I'm going to have to.
So this is where Koli tears up when she has to ban Camo. Okay. Now, anybody who's been watching her, have you ever heard of Camo before? I've heard of Gage. I've heard of Raptor. I've heard of Barbie. I've heard of Rose. Never heard of Camo, but she's crying over having to ban this person. And it was only because of her mods, Dennis and Tim, that said, hey, you have to ban him.
Please come back when you're 17. I really like you.
Please come back when you're 17. 17, yet again, still a minor. I really like you.
Anyways, I put him. I got rid of him.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I think too. I think people who were claiming to be kids were fucking trolls. I do. I do. I just do. You know the one that devastated me the most, y'all? Rose.
Rose is someone who claimed to be a 10-year-old. Okay. Again, whether people are trolling her or setting her up, there would be nothing to set up if she acted appropriately. If when a minor came in and told her they were a minor, she banned them immediately. If she had told all her adult, the mods that are adults, hey, no minors are allowed in my chat, it wouldn't even be an issue. Okay.
That shit hurt, bro. If anybody doesn't know, I had a mod named Rose, and she was a very good mod of mine. Okay.
Also, this Peggy Hill person, never really seen that person before. And in one of the clips, this Peggy person says, I don't even know how to mod. And Koli gives her a little lesson. Oh, just nasty, rude comments. So this Peggy person, she has no idea who this person is. She modded them, and the person says themselves they have no idea how to mod. So what is the purpose of modding someone who didn't ask to be modded, doesn't even know how to mod? Koli, you do not know this person. They're using Peggy Hill. That is the wife from the show, the animated adult show, King of the Hill. Okay. Just another instance of Koli falling into the same traps. Because if Koli's worried that people are setting her up, right, trolling her, pretending to be minors, like coming in pretending that they're adults, and then springing it on her that they're minors, why would she continue to fall into the trap with this Peggy Hill person that she does not know, threw a wrench to this person, whom later on can be trolling her and then come in her chat and say, hey, I'm 13. That is our point. That is our point. She's so desperate for attention and for this sense of community. Koli has destroyed whatever communities she had because she doesn't know how to be a friend to adults, right? So someone who doesn't know how to be a friend to adults would look towards children, right? Like it seems, again, I have to remind myself, common sense is not very common. Okay. But this angers me to another level because Koli is acting as if she doesn't understand why we're so angry and why we're outraged and disgusted when it's clear why we're disgusted and outraged.
Then she's okay. And if you go to my page, like description of my page, you go to the very top and it says more, underneath my name. If you press it, okay, it'll come down. And at the very end of it, it has links to my Instagram for this channel and it has links to my Snapchat. Okay. Well, and that's my personal Snapchat. Well, Rose hit me up on Snap. Well, and that's my personal Snapchat.
Well, and that's my personal Snapchat. Anyone who's not familiar with Snapchat, okay, a lot of young people use Snapchat, specifically teenagers when they're living with their parents, because the Snapchat messages disappear. Things that you post on Snapchat disappear. Okay. I use Snapchat for the filters. That's it. I don't message anyone on Snapchat. No, I just don't. Okay. Whenever I think of Snapchat, I think of teenagers, I think of young people. Why are you linking your personal, she said it herself, Snapchat to your channel? Where, like she said earlier, anybody, we can't control who watches us. So why in God's green earth would you link a personal account so people can reach out to your personal account, Koli?
Rose hit me up on Snapchat and we talked, and I'm telling you, she did not have the vernacular of a 10-year-old.
This is another thing that adults that engage in inappropriate relationships with minors always tend to do. They were so wise beyond their years. They were so much more mature. It's gross. It's gross to try to even justify it again. Even if they are trolling you, they told you they were 10. There's no justification. You apologize sincerely, you block their asses, and you don't allow it to happen again.
Okay. And then we were in stream about 2 or 3 streams ago, and she said, I don't know how to say this to y'all without y'all booting me, but I'm 10. And but you know what I'm saying? Like that's what happened, and that's
So she's reading Dennis's comment. It says, agreed, Peggy. It's obvious Rose was set to bait Coley for a new scandal. New scandal. New, right? Being the operative word, scandal. Again, people can only bait you if they know you're going to take the bait, right? People don't go fishing in a barren lake or creek. People will only go fishing where they know that there's fish. Okay. People will only bait you, Coley, because they know that this is a pattern of behavior for you, that you have minors modding your chat currently. Nobody can bait me with minors because they know that's not a thing. Okay. That's again our point.
that shit hit me like a fucking gut punch because of the shit that we didn't talk about anything vulgar. We talked about the channel.
You see how she had to kind of backtrack a little bit? It hit me like a ton of bricks because of the things that she was going to say the things we talked about. And then she had to backtrack a little bit and be careful what she says. So watch.
Because of the shit that we didn't talk about anything vulgar. We talked about the channel,
See?
about people who to watch out
One
for.
more
We
time.
didn't talk about anything because of the shit that we didn't talk about anything vulgar. We talked about the channel, about people who to watch out for. We didn't talk about anything.
People who to watch out for. People like you, Koli. You're warning Rose, an alleged 10-year-old, of people who to watch out for. Koli, you being one of those people that everyone should warn minors to watch out for.
Worth any kind of substance. And if I would have known this was happening, I would have screenshotted it. But
I don't even think you can screenshot Snapchat. I'm not sure. Again, I don't use Snapchat, but I think that's another reason why people use it. Can't really screenshot it, right? Because then the messages disappearing kind of defeats the purpose. Again, I don't know. I could be wrong about that, but who cares? Who cares?
you know, yeah. So what do you mean she wasn't real? Can you elaborate so I can understand what you mean by that?
So Dennis says Rose wasn't real. Skull emoji, dead emoji. She's hoping that Dennis will say she's not really 10. That was, somebody beating you. Again, all irrelevant. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. Whether she was trolling or not, Koli opened herself up for it because she's engaging and having conversations with minors, Dennis.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you mean that she was some type of plant in the community to get everybody riled up at me?
Oh my God. Again, I feel like I'm just like talking in circles. No one would be riled up with you if you didn't interact with minors on a regular basis. I just bit my damn tongue. I gotta calm down. You stream vertically, knowing that it opens you up to way more minors. But you said yourself, Koli, you won't stream directly from StreamYard or because you won't get any views. So you don't care about the safety of your community, right? You're a chaos crew. You don't care about the safety of minors because you won't have people in your chat. So you open up yourself to the possibility of minors. Because trust me, I streamed vertically once or twice, and the influx of trolls that I got and minors, I said, no more of this. No more of this. And we'll never stream vertically again because no, I don't want minors. I don't want the chance of minors in my chat with the subject matter that I cover. I curse a lot. That alone, no minors should be in my chat. Okay. I don't have conversations that children should hear. So the only way to avoid that is not to stream vertically, but you don't care.
Because sometimes that's what I think too. Because they have, I know, and I hate kicking people off my channel.
If she is so cool and so loved, and we're so jealous that everybody loves Koli and we should try to be like her and strive to be like her, why would banning minors be so gut wrenching? Seriously. And the excuse she's about to use is crazy to me and disgusting. So let's hear her excuse and her reasoning, because she's just such an empath and wants to heal the world one child at a time.
Here's what I don't understand. There are people out there that don't have other communities to go to, and it's making me cry because y'all are sitting there, not you in the chat. I'm talking about other people.
You're talking about grown adults, right? Who know it is inappropriate to interact with minors. Are those the people you're talking about? Yes, yes, we are those people. Yes, yes, Koli. Continue.
Are. Yeah, that's what I think too. But y'all are sitting there. What if that person has nowhere else to turn to?
What are you offering them that is life saving, Koli? What are you offering minors that is life altering? Oh, I know. When you showed them the self harm you used to do 15 years ago, right? The cutting that you used to do, and how you told them that cutting this way is the right way. Unless you want to end it all, then cut the other way. Is that the life saving, life altering info you are giving to minors, Koli? And if someone thinks I'm lying, Steph TXMA has it on her live. She even just uploaded all the clips of Koli without her commentary on her channel. I will link her, Abadabs, Wildflower, everybody that has been showing Koli. I will link them in the description of this. Okay? You will hear her talking about cutting. Okay. Trigger warning, right? And telling people, even knowing minors are in her chat, the right way to self harm, the more efficient way, should I say. That is the empath that Koli is. Again, saving one minor at a time. Minors that are some of the most vulnerable demographic of self harm due to low self esteem, bullying, loneliness, family issues, depression. Koli, you are not an advocate or a savior for minors, girl.
In my mind and in my heart, I cannot do that. I cannot be like, fuck you, because
Girl,
you don't matter because of your
don't
age.
care. You don't know them. For you, it's about you, Koli. It's about your need for attention, your need to feel important, your need to feel that people love you, girl. That's what it's about.
I cannot do that. And I'm not talking to about anything bad.
You always talk about inappropriate things. Shall I remind you of showing minors you don't have a gag reflex? Shall I remind you of laughing at the George Floyd situation and then recently bringing it up again? Okay. Shall I remind you about the comments about immigrants? Shall I remind you of the homophobic, transphobic comments you made? You do not know if these children are having difficulties with their sexuality, with their self identity. Koli, you say vile crap all the time. So, because right at this moment, you may not be saying the worst of the worst, your channel is not a safe place for children. Neither is mine. Neither is mine.
But I understand why I have to do it. It just sucks because the same people who are preaching about me having minors in my chat have friends that play video games with minors all night long.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am, no ham, no turkey. That is not a thing. Okay. Even my sons that are in their 20s do not play with minors. When they play all those games, they join a lobby. If they join the lobby and they hear the voices and they sound like kids and they can tell that they're kids, they exit the lobby and join another lobby. So these generalized statements don't apply to all of us. So please be very careful with your generalized statements, because I can guarantee you that I don't. And my sons do not play with kids either. So just to clarify that.
So I don't understand. I can't have them in my chat, but you can hang out with them and play fucking Fortnite.
No. How about no? No is a complete sentence. No, you can't have them in your chat. No, you can't have them as wrenches and mods in your chat, Koli. No. The whataboutisms is astonishing to me that you even think this is a valid argument. Two things can be true at the same time. So no, no, and no.
In fucking Minecraft all fucking night. Chicago. That's her name, if you're wondering. Anyways, but I mean, why is that? I don't understand that. It's bothering.
You do understand. You just don't want to understand because you really don't have engagement, because the people that tried to get to know you, Koli, the people that tried to befriend you, you shit on them time and time again. You are the common denominator. Everybody falls out with people. That is human nature. But the way you react and shit on people and lie on people and all the things, Koli, it's you, girl. You're the problem, girl.
Me. It's not right.
It's not right. Having minors in your chat is not right. Puñeta.
Yeah, it's just only, but I just don't want you to feel like you have to leave. That makes me feel bad. But yeah, I'm gonna have to. Please come back when you're 17.
I showed this again because I think it's so important. Her dramatics over someone she does not know, yet again, and the fact that she's saying, please come back when you're 17, as if 17 isn't still a minor. And this is why I think that Koli is full of crap with that little community post she put. I'm so sorry. There won't be any more minors. I think that she knows that she was going to lose her channel if she didn't stop. That is why. The fear of losing her channel.
I really like you.
She doesn't even know him.
Anyways, I got rid of him. Mm-hmm. But y'all, or her, whoever.
See?
But I just, y'all need to understand. People come to YouTube to find fucking community. Not everybody, but most.
Okay.
There are some people with agoraphobia where they can't even leave their house. And the only escape they have is YouTube.
Oh my God. The lame ass excuses. There are child friendly communities, Koli. Yours is not, mine is not. Again, what is so difficult to understand? You know this. You curse every other word. You talk about drugs. You talk about sex. All of the things, Koli.
Okay? So y'all need to lighten the fuck up.
Hell no. No, ma'am. Not when it comes to minors. This is, again, not a nitpicky thing, Koli. This is not a lighten up. You guys don't have a sense of humor. These are children. These are children. Okay? That their minds are being shaped. Like, I don't understand how you, as a mom of teenagers, you don't understand that. That blows my mind.
Go look at Christina Randall. She's got almost 3 million subscribers. Okay? What does she say at the beginning of every video? I have a Patreon that's 18 and up. I'm sorry, all my little babies that watch me, I can't let you in the fucking Discord. I'm sorry, all my little babies that watch me, I can't let you in the fucking Discord because you have to be 18. I have a Patreon that's 18 and up. I'm sorry, all my little babies.
See, Christina Randall says, I have a Patreon that is 18 and up. 18 and up. I am sorry to all my little babies that are watching, but she will not engage with them. She will not allow them in her spaces where they have adult conversations. She will not interact with minors, Koli. What part are you missing again on purpose?
that watch me, I can't let you in the fucking Discord because you have to be 18 and up. What does that tell you? She knows minors are watching her.
Minors watch everybody, Koli, but they're not interacting with us, Koli. We're not messaging them on IG. We're not Snapchatting with them. We are not giving them wrenches in our chats. Koli, again, you're missing the point on purpose.
Okay? I have other creators I could pull up to prove to you that minors talk to them.
Please pull them up. Please pull them up because they need to be called out too. Okay? Any creators willingly, knowingly interacting with minors need to be called out too, Koli. Okay? So show us proof of that and they will get called out too, girl.
In their chats. But when Koli does it, it's a problem. Now, do I think you should have somebody in there while you're talking vulgar and all the things? No, I do not. But if somebody is just talking about regular shit, I do not see the problem.
Regular shit. Sorry, excuse me. She doesn't get it, y'all. She doesn't get it because she doesn't want to get it. Okay? She's playing denser than she is because she doesn't want to lose the little bit of love bombing that she gets from minors. Because anyone that has some sort of intellectual maturity knows how Koli does people and doesn't want to be anywhere near her.
Problem. I'm never going to understand that because I, as a child, was very mature for my age. I had been through more shit than a lot of people in their entire.
Girl, that is disgusting. Okay. I, as a child, had to take on a lot more responsibility than any other child my age, but I was not more mature than an adult. Okay. I had responsibilities. I had adult responsibilities because adults around me were being irresponsible. Those were burdens I should have never had. But me as an adult to willingly put a burden on another minor because that was what I was faced with, especially knowing what it did to me mentally, how damaged I became because of it, because I missed out on a childhood, that should have the opposite effect on you, Koli, because you knew that you had to grow up earlier than you should have. So why, I'm trying not to curse, why in the hell would you think it's okay to have minors in your chats and subject them to content that is not made for minors, Koli? Again, that concerns us, worries us, and alarms us. Alarms us greatly, Koli.
Our life by the time I was fucking 16. Okay? So it's wrong. It's wrong.
It's wrong what you're doing, Koli. I agree with you. It's wrong. It's wrong. Full stop.
In my opinion, just like y'all think it's wrong that minors are in my chat, I think it's fucking wrong for you to police my chat. Why don't you go build your own chat?
We have. Everyone that has made videos are streamers or content creators. So that means we have built our own communities, no matter how big or small they may be. And none of our communities are infiltrated by the ops, like you like to say, right? So juvenile. And ever since we started saying how juvenile that was, now you say, oh, I know it's so juvenile, but you still say it. None of us have minors with wrenches in our chats. None of us are interacting with minors. That is a difference. And we're not policing your chat. What we're doing is looking out for minors as adults. As every adult that has a moral compass knows that this is fundamentally wrong and are going to safeguard children, Koli. You're a mother. That should be your first priority, to safeguard children. So for you to say that we're policing your chat, I don't care what you talk about on your channel. You have minors in your chat. You have minors that you are emotionally manipulating, love bombing, talking to privately, intimate conversations with them. That is our business. It's being done on a public platform and it's harmful and dangerous. It's not us policing your chat. I could care less about whatever the freak you're talking about. But when you involve minors, we're all going to have opinions, and we're going to continue to have opinions. Like you say, over here, we see shit, we say shit, we talk shit. Ditto, Koli. Ditto. And the shit that we're seeing is illegal, immoral, wrong, all of that. Okay? It's not just picking on you for your words or your opinions that we disagree with. Again, it's egregious, harmful, illegal, immoral things. Koli, learn the difference, girl.
And go over there instead of fucking with mine. I am so tired of y'all. Y'all are such bitch. No, okay, here's the reason. So
We're tired of you too, Koli. We're tired of you too, Koli, girl. We're tired of your ass too, girl. We're tired of your shit too, girl. You hate us. She was going to go on to say, I hate them. I hate them so much. And then, she loves to say, it's so weird that everybody hates me. How do you hate strangers on the internet? Koli, you are a human oxymoron, girl. You are. You love to say the R word. You've been saying it so much. You are all the things wrong with the internet, okay? The R word was a word that when I was young, we said, because we didn't know any better, right? Now, so many people have children with autism. So many adults have autism, all these other things. And that R word is so harmful to them. So when you know better, you do better, Koli. But you refuse to do better. You refuse to do better. And you try to justify all the disgusting things you do and say and act like we're just picking at you. We're just haters who are so jealous. Jealous of what? I have no idea, girl. I have no idea. But every time you have minors in your chat, you interact with minors, all of that, we're going to call it out. These are children. These are children, okay, who don't have the capability to make decisions as adults can. Legally, they can't either. And then you like to say, I remember, I think Raptor or Gage, one of their parents, I speak to their parents. I highly doubt that. But if you do, something's wrong with them too. Okay? Either they're not watching your content, they're listening to their minor kids say that you're a child-friendly channel. Had they clicked into your channel for 5 minutes, I think they would have felt completely different. So, Koli, you need to do better and stop acting like we're just intruding into your life, so obsessed with you, can't, leave you alone. I wasn't even bothering with you, girl. But this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable, and we're going to continue to call it out until you cut it out. Nobody wants you run off the internet because we're envious of you. You're a danger because you continue to talk to kids and you think it's okay. It's not okay. So, again, we're going to be here until you decide to cut it all the way the fuck out. Okay? Alrighty then. I hope you guys have a great afternoon, evening, all that good stuff. And I will talk to you guys soon.